Hi guys, this is Manil. I passed my group 2 in May 22. I got exemption in IDT. I got 61. So I thought why not make a video and help. If it helps you guys, then it's fine. So I'm making this video. If my language is little bit off, sorry about that, and also about the noise from background. I'm really sorry. I'm in the office right now. So yeah, I'm from South India. So if my language is a little bit South Indian, so just if the point comes across, it's fine. IDT, as most of you know, it's very scoring subject. But in IDT, what I have observed is most of the students tend to ignore the chapters which are very important, like FTP and the starting first chapter of the GST introduction, and as well as customs first two chapters, first two units. These chapters are usually contains the those core marks which will not only help you in getting an exemption, it will help you in passing as well. For those students who find it difficult from the practical side and they are not able to score that much marks, first of all, see, if you are scoring around 50 plus 55, so these 5 chapters will help you cross that boundary of getting 60. See, I scored 61 in my May 22 attempt only because of these chapters. And one more thing is, students, they don't study this module 3 properly. They think this is mainly like residuary chapters in GST, so you don't need not focus that much. But what my suggestion, my strategy, what I would suggest to you is prepare these chapters very well. So, May 23 students, what I'm telling you is just take the module, pick up the module and scan through these chapters once. First time when you're reading, only mark those things which you think which they might ask you in MCQ or somewhere in the theory questions itself. So you mark those things when you're reading first time itself. And one more thing is, we think that DT and ACMB is very large. We don't find time for IDT. How can we study so much? Like we have ITC, refund, and other chapters, valuation in customs. Those are very big units. So how can we study this as well along with that? So that's why I'm telling you right now. Now you have time. So now you have to study these small things and keep it aside. Make summary notes if possible. Make summary notes. If not possible, just make one module. Okay, just prepare one module, these chapters and those units. You mark those in module only. You mark those things and you keep it. Okay, module only you can mark those things and you can keep it right now. But you have to study once again, like 3 revisions is minimum for you to remember these things. But during exam time, you can't study this for the first time. See, for me, in my case, what happened is I took classes from Rajkumar sir and I studied from his videos only. I saw his videos and from his question bank only I studied. People run behind question banks. Like, take one question bank like Ramesh Soni sir question bank, or you can take even the Rajkumar sir question bank is also okay. But what I did is I prepared from the module only. And one more thing is, module, the questions given in each chapter behind the chapters, no, those questions you should not skip. We think that in RTP 3 past question papers, if we do this from there only it has come. No. You should study these questions in the back of the chapters, because from in MCQ what happens is they'll frame questions based upon those questions. One line they pick up from those questions and they form an MCQ and they can ask you questions. So that, see, what is happening is nowadays, in my attempt, even those customs chapter, what is those starting 3 chapters are there, no, the theory questions, theory units. What we'll think is, from that, what maximum they'll ask, they might ask you some one marker, or they'll ask you one small question. But in theory, for that question, they asked us around for 4 marks in May 22, if I remember properly. And one more thing, what happened is, they ask you questions from these chapters in FTP. See, in FTP what happens is 5 marks is definitely, it will come, everyone knows that. But some students anyways, they ignore this chapter thinking that why we have to study so much for 5 marks. But you don't have to study so much. You just have to study once. Then in the module only you pick up. Okay, don't have to go behind any faculty books or anything. Just module only you prepare this chapter and you mark the important points. You keep it aside. And once again, before exam, like 2 months, when exam is there close, near to 2 months, before 2 months, you prepare that again once more. You see that summary and you keep it. Just it won't even take half an hour. If you just see first time when you are seeing, no, that time it might take you 1 hour. Then after that it won't even take you half an hour, maybe 20 minutes, 25 minutes just to revise. Because what happens is in FTP they won't ask you like direct question like descriptive, right? Give this, explain this concept, explain this scheme. They won't ask you like that. What they'll ask you is time limits. Time limits majorly they tested in May 22 exams, and they'll ask you one small critical points which you also think they might ask in MCQ. In MCQs will come. So this chapter I wouldn't suggest anyone to skip this when you are preparing for your IDT in May 23 attempt. I am telling you, nowadays question papers they are trying to set most like those areas which the students usually ignore. Because even I saw the question paper in November 22, some of the students found it very difficult because questions they asked, they are little bit like tricky. Like, see, if you are prepared from these which chapters which I am telling you right now, see what chapters I am telling. Third module, small theory questions, theory units, you prepare that. Fourth module, FTP, you prepare that. Customs, first two units, you prepare that. And first module, GST introduction, you prepare that. You mark the important points, you should prepare summary notes, whatever you want, you keep it ready. Just you should have at least one time you should have read that. You keep that in the mind and you keep it aside. Then next thing what you should do is, these chapters anyways they'll ask you. I know it will come, and when you find practical difficult, like based upon their testing too much concepts in practical, that time these things will help you even scoring good marks as well as to clear score that borderline 60. People who are scoring 50 to 60, they can clear that line, they can reach that boundary if they study these chapters properly. They can get to that 60 border, they can cross that 60. This is how I scored 60, I am telling you. And one more thing for me, what happened is people will tell me that exemptions is very big chapter, how can I prepare low, so I'll just skip that chapter, I'll do this, I'll do that. See, in May 22 attempt, the exemption they asked one big question. I don't know if I remember it properly. It was in second question B only, second question A. It was very big question for 8 marks I think they asked. So what I did was I saw the Yashwant Mangal sir's revision video is there in YouTube. I don't know if it is still there. The exemptions 1.5 hour. I don't know if that only that much it was there. That much video. That last day revision. Even I was also not that much prepared in exemption chapter. So I was also thinking of skipping. But later on I thought, why should I skip a chapter and give the institute a chance for them to deduct the marks from me or not to get the marks from me? You should prepare right now itself these chapters. That exemption chapter, what I'll suggest is, see one faculty you take and who has covered all the topics properly, all the points he has covered, even the important like percentages, like RCM 5% is there for transport, for whom it is applicable. See, that also in RCM very tricky points are there. See, I think students would have made mistake in that one in May 22. That's why they would have scored low marks. That's why, because in RCM even small minute where that RCM is applicable, which percentage is applicable, when to apply, for whom to apply, these things also really matter. So you should see all these things before preparing itself. You should make 1 star or give make points of these things while studying only. That time only if you mark, when at the moment of exam, that time it will be like very easy for you to just see once and you can go to exam. And one more thing what I will tell you is, in exemption chapter, if you select one particular faculty and you see that guy's video, that teacher's video, that professor's video, what I will tell you is that faculty's video, you select one person and you see that video and you prepare, you previously only make one prepare from that video and you keep it aside. Okay, keep that save that video in YouTube only. I'll suggest you to save that video, and every once in a while, like one in 15 days once or something like that, you can see once and you can update means you have to keep on revising. That time will tell you, see this exemption video chapter, you keep the book open, you see this, put on the video or YouTube, that faculty's video, and you see. Okay, in that you can scan through the chapter fast. In that way, even 1.5 hour video, 1 hour video, you can finish off in 40 minutes. I'm telling you. In this way, I'm telling you, it's helped me very lot to score exemption. This is very helpful. I'm telling you, do not skip any chapter. Do not. And first of all, what I'm telling you, and one more thing is small chapters, advanced ruling, job work, penalties offenses. What happened is, in my attempt, they asked in May 22 penalties offenses. Few questions came in MCQ as well as. So what happened is, they asked the interest. How much interest is charged if he makes a late payment of the tax? How much interest will be charged, at what percentage, and for how much CGST, how much SGST, how much, and those divisions and all. You should be thorough with that percentages, and also you should have at least solved one question. That's why I'm telling you, prepare the questions which are given behind the chapters. Okay, in that way you will be also thorough with the concepts, and also you will have solved one question, you will be confident. And one more thing, what I will tell you is, behind each chapter, I don't know if it is behind each chapter, in main chapter ITC and all, they would have given you capsules like revision, summary bullet points. That bullet points in module, ICM module only they have given. So you see these bullet points and you prepare. Okay, you can do that. Once you see the whole thing in ICM these chapters, third module and first module, what I am telling, and fourth module, these things, once you prepare theory chapters, theory units, you make the summary, or you mark the bullet points in the mat itself, and you keep it ready, and you keep on revising it once in few days, like fortnight or 15 days, 1 week, you can prepare it. Then one more thing, pro tip which I'll give you is, before exam, don't keep these things. See, DT and SCMP, I know it's very vast, you have to study so much, but that doesn't mean that you have to like skip these chapters in IDT. I'm telling you, these are very important, because this will be the things. I know everyone can pass in IDT, everyone can score 45, 50, they'll be keep on getting, but 60, that 60 mark, the person who can score 60 is the person who has prepared these chapters as well, along with the theory which has practical part, that ITC and all those things which you prepare. Along with that, you have to prepare these chapters as well. One pro tip which I can give you before I go is, what I would do is, if I had May 23 attempt exam, if I had what I will do is, right now I'll pick up the fourth module, FTP. I'll prepare, I'll make sure that I know what's in the simple chapters which we usually ignore during the exams. Now itself, FTP I'll take up the module, I'll mark the things, I'll swipe through, I'll scan through the things, bullet points I'll mark, I'll write notes whichever I want, wherever it is needed. Then also all the back questions I'll prepare, and I'll keep it. I'll prepare that module, I'll keep it aside. Next, I'll take module 3, all the advanced ruling, penalties, offenses, job work, refunds. The refunds, you can add, you can study along with that ITC, because since it is also a big chapter and it is also correlated a little bit, so you can do that. And next, module 2, registration, returns, TDS, TCS. These chapters you usually tend to ignore. You will think that this is easy, no? What we'll do, if a person was like in office, he has worked in GST, if they has seen TDS, he might know a little bit of concept, but theory is different. I'm telling you, ICM module you should study. Even if you have done practical, you should study this module, mat, then only you have to go. And exemptions, like I said, for big chapters, not only exemptions, what I did is, big chapters I have prepared. For exemption chapter only, I saw Nishwan Mangal sir's video. It was very helpful for me. I'm not promoting any faculty here. What I did, what I prepared while preparing, that's what I'm telling you. That's all. Then if you want me to make one more video regarding economic law, if you want me to make a video on economic law, if you want, I scored around 60 in economic law as well. I scored 60 in economic law. If you want a small video of the strategy, like planning, what you should study, see, in economic law, students, what they do is, they will prepare from wrong modules, wrong things. Everyone takes that mapping sheet and they'll take the books. But if the many books which you take, the more books you take, the lesser things you will be able to write, because you will be searching. You will not have one single module. So which and all the books you need, which are the notes which you require, and what strategy you should make, this and all. If you want, I can make one video, and if I can put that. So comment down below if you want any other videos like that. Sorry for my English if it is little bit bad, and if it is, it is like South Indian, little bit that slang will come. So thank you very much, and prepare well and study well, and these things what I told, don't forget, just prepare and keep it one side. You will be able to score exemption in IDT. If I can do it, you can also do it. I'm telling you, each one of you can score it. If you just be little bit, you are a step closer right now. And those students who have only group 2, no, those students should also be able to study in depth as well, these chapters. And even those along with DT and SMP, you still have 5 months. These things you can do. And yes, yeah, thank you everyone, and good luck.